You keep showing up. You keep building. You treat the gym like a construction site and yourself like a laborer. You hammer away with the weights. You add another brick to the wall, and you wait. But the masterpiece never appears. You're left with fatigue, frustration, and a structure that doesn't match the blueprint in your mind. Why? Because your entire model is wrong. You are not a bricklayer. You are an alchemist. Your body isn't a pile of bricks. It is the most advanced biochemical laboratory in the universe. And right now, you are running failed experiments. You're pouring in effort, but you're ignoring the chemical laws. You get volatile reactions, injury, burnout, or worse, nothing. No change. Your potential remains locked. You don't need more work. You need the formula. This ends today. The frustration, the random variables, the failed reactions. We are throwing them out. We are replacing guesswork with chemical law. We are replacing hope with a protocol. This is the hypertrophy catalyst. It's a 3-compound formula designed to do one thing: to transmute. To take the raw material of your current self, the doubt, the weakness, the lead, and apply a precise formula to synthesize the gold, the strength, the presence, the physique that commands respect before you ever speak a word. This isn't about getting a pump. This is about initiating a profound biological change, a transmutation. It's not magic. It is science. The art is in the execution. Most men fail because they're missing one compound. They apply heat but have no raw material. They have the material but no catalyst. Today you become the master chemist. You will learn the 3 reagents. You will control the reaction. And you will forge the outcome. The first compound is not a substance. It is a force. It is mechanical tension. This is the prime reagent. In our laboratory, this is the Bunsen burner. It is the crushing pressure. You cannot transmute lead into gold by wishing. You must apply intense, overwhelming force. You must change its state, give them a reason. Your muscles are the same. They exist in a state of comfort, homeostasis. They have no reason to change. Your job in the lab is to provide one. You are not lifting weights. You are applying a precise, measured dose of disruptive energy. You are sending a signal so violent, so undeniable, that the system must respond. This is the essence of progressive overload. You're not just moving weight. You're forcing a chemical conversation. Every rep that stretches the muscle fiber under load is a signal. Every set taken near failure is a hypothesis you are testing. The hypothesis is this: I am not strong enough for my environment. The body, as a perfect chemical system, receives this data and has only one response: adapt. Synthesize new proteins. Grow stronger. It must. This is not a request. It is a demand. Force the change. Most men fail this step. They enter the lab and just stir. They mix things. They go through the motions. They mistake movement for tension. They stop when it burns. The burn is when the reaction starts. The alchemist leans into the fire. He knows the gold is forged at the highest temperature. When you're under the bar, that is your crucible. The weight is the pressure. You don't just lift it. You pressurize your entire being against it. This is where the transmutation begins. This isn't just muscle. This is your mind. When you are in a high-stakes negotiation and the pressure mounts, what do? Do you fold, or do you hold the tension? The lab teaches you to love the pressure, to be calm in the fire, to know that the pressure is the ingredient of change. You must seek it. You must crave the signal. No signal, no synthesis, no heat, no reaction. Embrace the fire. This is your first duty. Go to the gym. Find the heaviest weight you can control with perfect form, and apply pressure until your system has no choice but to answer. This is the first law. You've just learned the first law. You've accepted the pressure. If you are ready to complete this formula, seal the pact. Hit the like button. It's not for an algorithm. It's a chemical bond. A commitment to yourself that you will see this reaction through to the end. But heat alone burns the lab down. Pressure alone shatters the beaker. You have sent the signal. You have broken down the old structure. Now, you must provide the raw materials. This is our second reagent, metabolic fuel. You cannot synthesize gold from thin air. You cannot create new, stronger tissue from nothing. This is the great mistake of the starved ascetic. He applies the pressure but provides no compounds for the synthesis. He just destroys, and he wonders why he is weak. Your body is not your enemy. It is your partner in this reaction. After you have applied the stress, it is screaming for resources. It needs protein. These are the literal amino acids that will be synthesized into new muscle fiber. It needs energy, clean carbohydrates, to fuel the reaction itself and to refill the glycogen stores you depleted. It needs fats to regulate the hormonal environment that governs the entire process. Feed the machine. You are a high-performance chemist. You must be precise. You don't just eat. You calculate. You fuel. You provision. Think of the professional you admire. The CEO preparing for a 12-hour day of negotiations. The operator prepping for a mission. Do they just wing it? No, they are provisioned. Their equipment is pristine. Their resources are accounted for. You are no different, alchemist. Your nutrition is your logistics. It is the supply chain for your entire operation. A failed supply chain guarantees a failed campaign. You want to build an empire. You want to be the sharpest mind in the room. You can't do it on an empty tank. You can't run a high-stakes mental operation in a depleted state. The focus you gain from proper nutrition is as real as the muscle you synthesize. The clarity is a chemical byproduct of a well-fueled system. You are what you absorb. So stop eating like a scavenger. Start fueling like a creator. The work in the lab is only half the equation. The other half is on your plate. Fuel the synthesis. You have the heat. You have the raw materials. You've poured them into the beaker. You've stirred. And now, you wait. But you don't just wait. You apply the final, most crucial element, the catalyst of recovery. This is the third compound. And it is the one the impatient man always forgets. In chemistry, a catalyst is a substance that accelerates a reaction without being consumed by it. In our alchemy, this is sleep. This is deep rest. This is the sacred silent period where the real transmutation occurs. You do not grow in the gym. The gym is where you apply the pressure. You do not grow by eating. That is simply supplying the compounds. The synthesis, the gold generation. It happens in the dark. It happens when you are still. The work is done in the dark. This is when your body releases the critical hormones. This is when the amino acids you consumed are actually woven into new, thicker, stronger fibers. This is when the adaptation is solidified. The amateur chemist is restless. He applies the heat, throws in the materials, and then shakes the beaker. He pulls it out of the fire too soon. He interrupts the reaction. He gets up after 5 hours of sleep, flooded with cortisol, the stress hormone that eats muscle, and he wonders why his experiment failed. He neutralized his own formula. Stop sabotaging the reaction. You must become a master of stillness, a master of patience. This is the ultimate discipline. It's not just about sleep. It's about managing your systemic stress. It's about giving the formula time to work. In your career, this is deep work. You can't have a breakthrough insight while checking emails every 5 minutes. You need to shut the door, remove the variables. Let the compounds of thought react. Your growth is the same. The alchemist knows that the most profound changes happen when the noise stops. Protect your sleep like you protect the gold in your vault. It is the gold. Master the catalyst. This is the formula, the hypertrophy catalyst. It is not one thing. It is a 3-part system. Pressure, material, catalyst, the heat of tension, the compounds of fuel, the reaction time of recovery. This is the law. You cannot cheat chemistry. You cannot ignore one variable and expect a result. But when you combine all three, when you apply them with the precision of a chemist and the intention of an alchemist, the reaction is not just positive, it is guaranteed. The transmutation is inevitable. You stop building and you start becoming. You synthesize the strength you were always meant to have. The formula is yours. The laboratory is waiting. Your era of failed experiments is over. It is time to create your gold. If you are ready to master these formulas and apply them to every area of your life, then subscribe to this channel. This is not a subscription. This is your official entry into the laboratory. This is your commitment to the great work. And for your final pact, comment below with the words "Formula Locked." It is your declaration that the guesswork is done. The synthesis has begun. Now, shut this off, put on your gear, walk into your lab, and apply the pressure.